welcome back. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Talkative Sports podcast. Unfortunately, it's just me and Zach today, with you guys today, but we still gonna rock out, right, Zach?
You know it.
All right, let's get it off. Premier League is back with the match week 23. Um, and there's no better place to start than Liverpool Chelsea, with our resident Chelsea fan Zach here. So, as for the audience, they may not know, but I know Zach, you watched this game, so you definitely saw every single one of these goals go in against you. But Liverpool killed Chelsea 4-1 and made light work of them, quite actually. We'll talk about Liverpool for a second, but Zach, where do you want to start?
No, I mean, um, that's just what indicative of our season has been. It's not like we're going to win the rest of our games. But we have been on a really good winning streak. But either way, when your top two defenders are down, it's kind of tough. Your most consistent defender throughout the season, all of a sudden he's out with an unknown injury. So now you're shoveling around pieces, trying to put the puzzle pieces together, put the wrong pieces in there, and that's what happens. It's a big game in Anfield. You can't really complain. I can't really complain too much about that or scream about that. It's at Anfield, Liverpool. It is what it is. It's not like it was a big surprise. Not really.
What do you think about him putting Palmer up there as striker?
That's what he's been trying to do, and it hasn't really worked in my opinion. But he keeps sticking with it because he doesn't feel like there's anybody else that he can trust, and he doesn't think that Nkunku is healthy enough. So
last question I have for you on Chelsea, right? I don't know if it was the last episode or a couple episodes ago, but it was definitely one of our more recent episodes. One of the questions that was asked was if you had more confidence that you'll finish above Man U.
I said no.
You said no?
I definitely said no. I absolutely
Wow.
1000% said no. I remember this question. I said no because this is why I said no, because this is what we're capable of.
No faith in your boys.
No, I just go. Yeah, work by faith, not by sight. Well, I work by sight in this case, and by sight is we're a roller coaster team. We're more of a roller coaster team than Man U, because at the end of the day, Man U has more higher class talent, more proven talent than we do. Caicedo again. My goodness me, like goodness meos, like I don't understand like what we saw in him. So yeah, it we're just dealing with the consequences of all of that, all the fiasco nonsense that our management has been doing and is still doing. So unfortunately, it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
All right, then.
And
I
saying
guess that.
this, I am absolutely confident we can beat them in the FA Cup final, because that's an entirely different environment. Because our team, when you have so many young players in a team, their environment matters a lot, which is why, like, if you can see with most of our games that we've been winning have been away. Like it's just something about away game. Except at Anfield, it's hard to
You
win.
mean the Carabao Cup final?
Uh, is it the Carabao? Yeah. Sorry, Carabao Cup final. Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me, I said FA Cup, Carabao Cup final. Yeah, I have more confidence in us winning that game than this game at Anfield. Go back. Liverpool are 11-0 on games on Wednesdays. It's not me.
That's such a stupid stat.
That's what they said. Okay.
That's such a
So
stupid
first
stat.
of all, it's on Wednesday at Anfield. A roller coaster team. Liverpool are licking their chops. This result, like I said, it pretty much everything pretty much fall in line for this to happen. So, um, I could blame Poach, but there's not much that he could have really done. He was working with I don't know what like Levi Colwell is probably our most consistent defender throughout the season. And in a game like this, high pressing Liverpool, you're gonna need a player like him to bring down pressure, dribble the ball up the field, cross the ball up, pressure their forwards. And like clearly Thiago Silva, I mean, my God, they just targeted him all game. So yeah, and Badiashile couldn't cover him. Um, just had a terrible game.
Quick question for you. What do
Okay,
you think? What do
not
you think about? What do you think about Conor Gallagher? Because word out on the street is, he might be out by the end of the transfer window.
yeah, that's been. I mean, he's been in transfer rumors now for um, pretty much this entire season. Um, I don't know. It's pretty much yes. Management is willing to sell, but it has to be like they want a substantial fee, like 60 million plus. That's what I'm hearing.
That's
So
ridiculous. All right, well, that's that on Chelsea. From this side, I hope. Who am I kidding? I love seeing you guys like this. Continue to be like this for all I care. But on the Liverpool side of things, we can't start anywhere other than Darwin Nunes, the first player, the first player in Premier League history to hit the post 4 times in a single match,
no score.
and now it's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's absurd. I mean, just unlucky. I would say.
Unlucky.
Honestly, honestly,
Wait, but hold on.
for
We've
now,
seen, we've seen, we've seen, we've seen a full season of this though. Maybe not him hitting the post, but him missing chances because that's what he did. He missed the chance 4 times.
and like I said, he's still there's still people that have missed more chances than him. Probably, I'm guessing. I don't think he's missed the most chances out of everybody. So I I I will say this though. Like I judge on like pattern over time, right? So if it goes on like this throughout the season, and then next season he's keep because I remember Torres started out similar, right? He's scored a little bit, then started hitting the post, then he got injured, then came back, then lost his confidence, and then just couldn't get back to his best. Um, but I don't think it's the same issue with Darwin Nunez. I just think that like I mean he's what 20, 22, 23. He's still got some
Let me look
confidence.
up.
Like we forget how like he's a young player. He's not
He's 24.
he's still yeah, but he's still going through some growing pains. You know,
That's fair.
he's still yes, he's not a young player, but he's not he still has I would say he still has 2 maybe 3 more years before he hits his prime. Like he be
Sheesh.
like you know what I'm saying? Like he's 24. Yeah, we would love to see him maybe start having Mbappe Haaland numbers, but it's not like that with everybody. You know, and maybe those that the 4 that he hit off the post, maybe those start going in next season, and he starts banging in 40 goals all of a sudden. So, like I said, if it looks like it's a trend, like okay, it keeps continuing to the next season, okay, then oh whoa, this there might be some issues here, and then you will start seeing him lose confidence, and then those ones that he normally finishes, he starts missing.
But I mean, confidence is one thing. You can have all the confidence in the world, but like, bro, like
The penalty is inexcusable. That's the only one I can be like, all right, the penalty.
actions speak louder than words, and all I'm seeing with these actions
Klopp
is
was
missed chance after missed chance after missed chance. The penalty is
turned around for the penalty. Yo. He
Klopp.
turned
Klopp
around.
is running. Klopp isn't able to defend. He's running out of ways to defend this guy.
When he leaves. Oh man. He turned
But speaking of Klopp, so with his announcement to leave the club, right? On a side note, as a Man City fan, I'm definitely going to miss him. This era is not this era without Klopp's Liverpool. Like back to back seasons where the league title was decided within inside 3 points.
Yeah.
Um, back to back where it was 1 point is
They fought
ridiculous.
hard, man. I mean, they still won. They
They
still
did, they
won.
did, they did, but it's been a tough fight. It's been a tough fight, and he's going to be missed. He definitely deserves this 1 year sabbatical that he's going to take, and I hope that
He says he
wherever.
won't to management.
No, he said he won't return to manage an English club.
Oh,
Um, yeah, he said he won't return to manage an English club. I imagine both international and somewhere, maybe Spain. I wouldn't. Maybe if he wants to go back and manage again back home, but he's already been in the Bundesliga, so I don't see a draw to
it's,
Italy.
it's German team.
Yeah, so that yeah, if he's going back home, manage the German team or
German
go to Spain because I know Barcelona would fall over themselves to sign Klopp. But
Did you hear what
with Klopp, what you said?
Pep is literally telling coaches to stay away from Barcelona? Literally. In this press
What he's saying. He's giving advice. He's just saying that it's a lot of pressure.
conference. That's what he
It's
said.
it's a lot. I mean, if you want to deduce and say basically stay away, I mean you could.
That's the way he said it.
All right, well, back to Liverpool. Back to Liverpool. So with Klopp saying he's going to leave, do you think Liverpool is really going to take this and fly off and make this a real last dance? Have them come back to this season, make a documentary because they win the Premier League. They're definitely not winning the Champions League, but they win the Premier League.
League?
Oh,
Liverpool.
weren't you saying Liverpool the other a couple weeks ago?
Shakes. That's always been Shakes'
Oh,
team.
okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. That's right.
Yeah, I was on Newcastle, but that ship has sailed.
No, very much so.
But yeah, I don't think they will win.
And wherever on a side note, I'm sorry to interrupt.
They'll
On a
probably
side note, I'm sorry to interrupt. Wherever that ship sailed with Newcastle, Brighton is following right behind. So go ahead.
yeah, tough game. Um, yeah, I can't see anybody winning this year but Man City. Like I've always said, just because they normally hit their stride towards the end of the season, and
You know what it is.
that's when other teams fall apart. I'm
You
sorry,
know the vibes.
that's what
Hey
happened
man.
last season.
Hey man. I think they're off to a good start with this match against
Yeah,
Chelsea. Hopefully they continue because Klopp deserves it. He deserves a good sending out party.
yeah.
Moving on, we had another good match today. Manchester City, Burnley. Well, a good match for me if you're a Manchester City fan. Maybe not for the neutral since it was Manchester City domination for the most part. However, I really want to point out to the second goal a bit of technical genius by our training staff and one Kevin De Bruyne. Um, bro, I don't know if you saw the second goal, but it was off a free kick inside, in the danger area. Um,
Watching the Chelsea game. Yeah,
bro, you should go look at
I saw the first like 30 minutes.
the highlights. That second goal was a thing of beauty. So the moment, Kevin De Bruyne sees that, they're a little bit weak, slow to everything. So he makes a quick movement. Julian Alvarez, he notices it, makes a quick run, quick pass. Soon as Julian scores, Pep immediately turns around. Pep points to one of our staff members, goes up, hugs him. It's like you can tell they trained it hard on the training ground. Um, Haaland came on. He didn't really do much. He looked lively though. Looked very very lively, but you could tell he was a bit rusty. Um, and I am waiting for him and De Bruyne to be able to play together. But we're looking good. We're looking good. 3-1 win against Burnley. 3 points. We still have a game in hand. Like you said, we're about to pick up our second half stride. Second half stride. Anything else to say on this match? Hey, we're off to see glory again. We're off to see glory again. Um, Arsenal 2-1 against Nottingham Forest. Now that match took place yesterday, and one thing I want to say about this match for wannabe title contenders, they had a rough going against this team, man.
That's how their entire season has been. But it's like you just finally got your crush to accept your date, right? You're going out, everything is fine. She's your girlfriend. You see some red flags, but you're like, ah, it's okay. We're good. Everything is fine. Don't worry. That's how it is with Arsenal. That's exactly how it is. So I don't know what to say. This is the second season in a row. We're seeing history repeats itself. Even earlier this time. I'll give them credit. But they're still winning. So
Facts, they
that's
are
what it's
still
about.
winning. They are
That's what
still
it's
winning.
about. But those
Not.
red flags, they're
Mm-hmm.
there. She looks pretty, but the red flags are still there.
Well, maybe they can go and survive with these red flags. Normal history and convention will tell you not, but man, oh man, it didn't look pretty. It didn't look pretty against Nottingham Forest. Oh, yo, all right. Surprises, quick surprises. From other matches that took place so far. Brighton, I mentioned earlier that wherever Newcastle is headed, they're following right behind. I mean, I guess Newcastle is starting to turn their ship around because they won 3-1 against Aston Villa. That was a good, although they lost Alexander Isak to injury, and apparently they don't have any other healthy strikers on the squad. So it's looking like they're going to be in for a rough stretch of matches going forward. But
Yeah.
back to Brighton. Luke,
Saint Maximin, they said. That's a good idea. Anyways, go
hey,
back to Brighton.
back
No,
to Brighton.
that was a great idea. That was a perfectly great idea. Great idea.
Listen,
Go back.
man. Listen, man. Listen,
He's
man.
literally one of the best dribblers in the
Anthony,
Premier League.
listen,
No,
listen.
let's
Anthony,
take away.
Anthony Gordon is having a great season,
Yes,
and
he
he's
is.
playing in the position that Saint Maximin would be playing.
But what if
So,
you play both of them? But it's okay. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. I've just been saying this like it's not bad to have good players, more good players. But hey, I don't know what I'm saying. Newcastle, I believed in them. Don't know what I did, but that will not happen again. as long
they'll
as
be
uh,
back.
as long
They'll
as
be
Eddie
back.
Howe is their coach. That's not.
Wow, that's crazy. So you're just giving up on Eddie Howe. Listen, they'll be back. I'm not sure if it'll be this season, but they'll be back. But Brighton,
Yeah,
man,
Brighton.
4-0 to Luton Town,
It was a coming out party for Adebayo.
bro.
Great game, great confidence in the young striker.
Mm-hmm.
Happy for him.
Facts.
Yeah, it looks like he might. Luton Town may have found one. May have. Just saying, may have. Just for now, wait and see. If he gets a double-digit goals, he's at 8 goals. So if he gets to like 10, 11 goals, that's a productive season for a Premier League striker, I must say, especially for a team that's in relegation.
Well, that's the thing. They took them. This win takes them. Out of the regulation zone.
Oh,
Um,
really?
they're doing good for themselves. They're doing good for themselves, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me just go and double check.
No, and you like to see that, like a team, first year team, especially Luton Town, which field is in there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now they don't have a good run of games coming forward. I mean, they have
No
Sheffield.
team, no
That's
team in
winning.
the bottom three does.
They have they have Sheffield. That's winnable. But then they have Man U. That's going to be tough. Then they have Aston Villa. It's going to be tough. Crystal Palace, winnable. Nottingham Forest, winnable. Spurs. So they have it's I guess is a good fair split of winnable and tough games. So
Yeah,
if they get points where they can get points, I think they'll be good.
Aston Villa's winning. They look shaky. They look. I don't know. What do you think about Villa?
Well, see, I think the thing with them is they're missing some key characters. I
Right?
think by the time that match against Luton isn't going to be until I believe March, so I think they have some time for those guys to come back. So we might see them back to being the Aston Villa that they were closer to the beginning of the season by
Shaky.
that time.
Even their game against us, they look shaky. I was surprised they let us dominate the game like that. Really,
Only thing I have to say about to Aston Villa is Ollie Watkins is a very annoying player to have.
very, very.
He's a very annoying player to have in not in real life. In real life, the man's a great, phenomenal striker. But I'm talking about fantasy Premier League. Oh, very annoying player to have. The moment he gave me back to back blanks, I transfer him out. Now he's scoring.
Sorry.
Ah, just so annoying.
Like
All right,
for defenders, because I was like, yeah, man, the dude like he tortured our defenders this entire season. So yeah, didn't matter who it was.
all right. Moving on from the matches that's taking place. A match that's taking place tomorrow. Manchester United versus Wolves. We want to specifically focus on Manchester United, and for Manchester United's sake, we really want to pinpoint. We really want to pinpoint one Marcus Rashford. Now, Man U had a cup match over the weekend. Rashford did not play. They left him at home.
All over the place.
Apparently the reason for it was disciplinary. Rashford was supposed to show up at training. He called out sick for training, and then later in the day, reports came
He
out from
was
a magazine that he was at a nightclub, and one can put two and two together
over.
and see that he wasn't sick, and it was because he was at his late night. Due to his late night out, that's the reason why he wasn't able to make training. So now, fast forward to today, reports have said that they've handled it. They it's been handled internally. Rashford has dealt with it. He's talked to Ten Hag, and now he's available for selection for
I
tomorrow's
really
match.
wish we had the rights on those like with sports on like those Eric Ten Hag, like in those interviews, so we can get some Eric Ten Hag clips. Put
Bro,
them.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I feel like I'm
Oh,
looking at this and I feel like, do you think we've been too hard on Ten Hag?
no,
Because if you really look at it, no, if you really look at it, he's really had to deal with some nonsense,
we're overlooking a lot that is going on in that club. Like
bro. I
there,
think we've been too hard on Ten Hag because he's had a lot to deal with, bro.
how
Since
though?
he, since he came in, all right, he had Cristiano Ronaldo. He had
You said getting
Anthony. He
Cristiano
had Green.
everything better. It didn't.
Yeah, whoa, 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 whoa. Ronaldo was affecting the locker room. He was. So he had again getting Cristiano Ronaldo out was his first step in trying to, put his foot down as a manager.
Did it work? It
I
doesn't
mean,
look
you're
like
right, because it was one thing after. That's what I'm saying. Hold on, Hold on, but that's what I'm saying. It's one thing after another. Because right after Cristiano, you had Jaden Sancho. Then you had Mason Greenwood. Then you had Anthony. Now you have Rashford. Come on now.
Get after. Okay, him. Okay, out. Okay, it's him. Okay, it's him. Okay, it's him. Okay, it's him. I mean, at some point, my guy.
No,
eh,
you can't do that. You
At
can't do
some
that.
point, my guy. At some
No,
point, this is year two. You
you
said
can't do that.
get rid of
Maybe listen,
Cristiano.
you can do that. Hold on, wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. You can maybe you could say that for Anthony because he was the one that signed Anthony. But guys like Jaden Sancho and Marcus Rashford, he met them at the club.
He signed. Do we want to go through his signings too? Didn't he sign Mason Mount? Didn't he sign
Oh
Hoyland?
well, we don't know. We don't know what's going
All
on with
those
Mason
in the
Mount.
Premier League.
Matter of fact,
Do we want to go through his signings? Really? Didn't he sign Martinez? dude stay on the injury list. Didn't he sign who was
So
Amrabat?
Mason Mount has a calf injury. Apparently, it's pretty bad. It's kept him out since November. As for Martinez, that dude is undersized, but when he plays, he's a pretty good center back. So
But he is injury like he gets injured a lot. He is injury prone too.
it's tough. You know, John Stones is injury prone. We deal with it.
It's like you're yeah, but they're injury prone, and it's not like they're absolutely outperforming world class players. You know what I'm saying? If
I mean,
you
that's
could
fair.
take the good with the bad, but when like you're injury prone and you're undersized, like yeah, sure, we can kind of get by with you, but we're not. We're Man U. Are we supposed to be dominating? I mean, I'm confused here. Help me make
I
sense.
mean, first off, that might be the first issue. You haven't been this dominating Man U since 20 what 11.
Right? Since Ferguson left, and isn't that why we're bringing ETH in, or maybe I was mistaken. Maybe they're just bringing him in to just be a caretaker, I
Well, no, he
guess.
was supposed to come in and change the culture, but then you have
Really? Oh, the call. Do you see much of a culture change?
well, you have when you have your star talisman player like acting like that. Listen, you have to understand something. You're talking about Ten Hag after the season Rashford had last season. 30 goals in all comps and all that. His most prolific season of his
Wait,
career. They
see,
gave him hold on, no. They gave him money. They extended him, and the man has gone ghost. He's gone ghost.
wait.
At
Last
a
season
certain point, you have to do the job you've paid for.
was Cristiano there last season, or was it the season before?
Okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm forget.
I just want to understand. I just help me make it make sense.
Listen, you have to
Let's get
understand.
rid of one of the
Ronaldo
best
had to leave.
ever.
You have to understand.
This
Ronaldo
club.
had to leave.
Get him
You
out
have
of
to.
here.
You have to
And
understand. He had to
everything
leave.
has gone downward since then. Rashford playing terrible. Bruno Fernandez playing terrible. Mason Mount can't find the pitch. Anthony fidget spinner.
Okay. Okay. So all right. So you say all that.
I
Predict.
actually
What's your
like
prediction
Hoyland.
for tomorrow?
I really like Hoyland, so I've kept him. I've kept his name out of
Nah,
it.
he don't deserve. He don't deserve anything. Since he's signed. Since he's been signed, all he's done is run his heart out. All he's done is run his heart out. These guys can't even find a door in a barn rather than find him making runs. But all he's done is run his heart out.
Apparently, he like the most of his goals are unassisted. I don't understand that. That's pretty pathetic.
Bro,
That
what he's
that's
going
really
through.
on you and ETH. I mean, most of
No, it's not on
that
ETH.
goals are
It's not
unassisted.
on ETH. Hold on, it's not on ETH. He has the all he can do is put out his best team. No, it's not on ETH. It's not on ETH. All he can do is put on his best team. If he puts out his best team and his best team cannot supply
You
the
don't need
striker,
the best player. How can you put out your best team? You
man, don't
don't
give me
have
none of
the
that.
best players
All
ever.
right, so you're saying all that. Give me your prediction for the game tomorrow. Will Man U beat Wolves or will
2-1.
Wolves win?
2-1.
2-1
Wait.
who?
Is Mateos Cunha playing?
Absolutely.
2-1 Wolves.
Okay.
He's not going to hit the post this time or whatever he did, the rubbish he did last game against Manu. 2-1
Okay.
Wolves.
All right. I also have 2-1 Wolves, so we'll see what happens.
Great minds think alike.
All right, last topic for today. Last topic for today. Recent reports have come out uh that Mourinho would be very interested in returning to Manchester United. He says he has always felt he has unfinished business. Now,
Interesting.
please, you can go ahead and react first. I'll save my reaction.
No, I mean, it's surprising to me that he came out and said this because we know Mourinho is an emotional coach. So if he says something, he normally means it. Well, I mean, man, you should jump at this. Even listen, hear me out. All right, hear me out. I'm done
Man,
with
you
ETH.
should jump
All
at
right.
this.
If I was Man U, I would be done, so done with ETH. I'll be looking for use this to look for my new coach. Man, you should jump at this as an interim coach, strictly interim. All right, and like the Ragnick thing, and you know, interim coach, guide the team, change the mentality of the players, maybe put a little discipline in on Rashford, turn the fidget spinner into something useful, maybe a yo-yo. That's probably more useful. I've always thought yo-yos were way more fun to play with, so that's what I'm saying. And then get the defense back though. Like get that because man, you under Fergie, they were known for defense. Am I wrong? Vidic,
Hmm.
Ferdinand, you know what I'm saying? So get some kind of defensive force back. And yeah, and I do think Juan Bissaka will be great for Mourinho to coach him. He will I think the Wan Bissaka from the first and second year that he joined Man U will see that guy back times two with Mourinho. That I think they should jump at this, take their chances, or bridge coach. That's what Mourinho would be for them, and then till they get their next guy and see where that goes. But I don't
Ah,
think they'll do it because it's Man U. They don't make very good decisions.
and I don't think they'll do it because, like you said, Man U doesn't make good decisions. However, I do think this one would be a good decision. You
I
don't,
feel about Mourinho.
you do not need to get back into the Jose Mourinho camp. The man, first off, we already know what he is. He's a 3 year burnout.
Yeah, but he's not there for 3 years. He would be a bridge coach. Like I said, an
How
interim
long do you think how long do you think a bridge is?
1 year. 1 year.
1 year? Why
Yeah.
would you sign if you're only interested in 1 year? Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Because you're first off, your team does you for you to even consider. Okay, let me bring in Mourinho, a coach like Mourinho for 1 year. You have to say I have a Premier League winning squad.
No, but that's not your purpose. No, 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 no. A coach like, but wait.
Wait, but why would you bring in? No, no, no. Why would you bring in a manager like Mourinho, a guy who's known to win
Yeah,
for
but
1 year?
that's not what he does currently though. For his last two jobs or three, four jobs, he's really been there to help them get back on track their identity and then bring in your next guy that helps you win. That's really how he's been doing it. Tottenham, even Man U back. And then
I ain't do nothing for Tottenham. Stop it.
what? He got them to the cup
He did
final.
not nothing to. He did nothing for
He got
Tottenham.
them
All right,
to their
stop it.
first cup final that they had a chance to win, and they fired him before it. It's so
The
tough.
fact that they fired him, the fact that they fired him before the final should tell you everything you need to know.
No, 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 no. It's Tottenham. Like clearly, Conte, and you know what's gonna happen to Ange. You know it's coming.
No, no,
Oh,
no. And just exact. Listen, unless a club comes and throws money at
they
Ange.
will. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Will and he'll leave.
So
I'm
who do
telling
you think is
you,
gonna?
you know this is
So
coming.
who do you think is gonna do that? Who do you think is gonna do that?
Anybody. I mean, you go through the
I
Premier
mean,
League.
he's not gonna leave unless it's for a top club, and I don't think he wants to leave England.
Like that's why I said anyone in England can do that. And if he wants to leave England, anyone in
So
Spain,
yeah,
anyone in
so it has to be one of the big six.
really, once Ange is done with this team, he'll be able to pick wherever he wants to go. I give him 2 years tops. He'll be just like Post. Boom. He
Oh
out.
yeah, that's perfect. 2 years tops. Perfect, perfect. Right when Pep's contract's done.
And City, maybe Liverpool, maybe
No,
Arsenal.
no, 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 no. Liverpool's gonna get
So
there next.
Arteta said. It's cap.
Liverpool,
Don't believe the reports. He's not going anywhere.
nah,
Hey,
I said it was fake news. But Liverpool's not gonna be in the market. They're gonna get their forever manager this year.
Xavi, that's who you think, Xavi. These guys, like, I don't know why people believe in Xavi so much. I bet you would have coached Barcelona to a similar record. Xavi, like, come on, man.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough. He said he's gonna leave. He's gonna have a year off. He deserves it. Managing Barcelona is a tough cookie. Um,
Bro, you have Lewandowski. I don't know why you're crying.
bro, Lewandowski hasn't been playing well. He
He's
hasn't been
so
playing
good.
well.
Oh my God. He scored 40 goals his first season there. How did you win the title? I don't
Got a
understand what
1-0.
all of this feeling so sorry for Xavi. Oh my God. He's so stressed. Oh,
You're
what?
rude.
You literally have one of the best strikers we've ever seen play the game. You're stressed. For what? Please. Ruined Ansu Fati's career. He can't even get the starting job on Brighton. Give me a break. Xavi. Messi left for a reason.
Wow. Well, on that note, if you've been with us for this long, we appreciate you. Um, leave comments, leave your ratings, comment, subscribe, like all that good stuff. Share with your friends, family. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one.